This real estate strategy was a game changer in my real estate career because it can take someone from no properties to a whole lot of equity in a very short time frame. Now, this is no get rich quick scheme by any means, because let me tell you, I have been doing real estate for the last 7 years. So it's hurry up and wait, hurry up and wait. There's a lot that goes into this. I want to talk to you guys today about a real estate strategy that has really helped me and actually seen that there is a light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to generational wealth. So I like to do all of my negotiations, and since becoming a real estate agent, I've been able to make sure that I actually get the deal, because every single time I went with another real estate agent, it's hard to build rapport with the other agent because technically you're not really supposed to talk to each other. So now I'm able to go negotiate my own deals, and I love it. Because the second deal that I got in December of 2023 is a property that I negotiated $30,000 off of the asking price. It was already low. It was $185,000, and I negotiated $30,000 off of a very low purchase price with a new roof, with new siding, and it's a triplex. You either find an agent that has a really great understanding of real estate investment properties, is what I highly recommend. They do investments themselves. That is really the only way that I can see this really panning out for you very well. And you need to make sure you are educated on how to run the numbers. I can do another video with how to run the numbers and making sure you're all well and dandy, but it is up to you to go out and really make sure that you crunch the numbers correctly, because this is where it can get a little hairy for a lot of people. So I will say, going out, finding a real estate agent, making sure that you are understanding of what you are looking for. And what you're looking for is a property that needs to be fixed up, and then where you can refinance it and take some equity out and still have about 25 to 30% equity in the property. You guys, I don't think you understand how much this is a game changer in my world, okay? Because not only can you do this with single family houses, you can also go out and do this on multifamilies. You can do it on hotels with distressed hotels. You can do it on commercial buildings. It's fantastic, all right? So as you can tell, I'm very excited to talk about this because I've never seen a strategy where you can pull the money out, still have money left over, and you can hold on it to the rest of your life, or you can go and sell it in a couple years. So you found a good location, you found the right agent, you found a good property that the numbers work, and now it's time to go put in an offer in to make sure that your offer is accepted. Once your offer is accepted, then you go out and you get a contractor to make sure that they can do the deal. And what I haven't talked about yet is financing. Now, financing for these properties are actually not as bad as you think it is, because a lot of the time they don't look at the income, and it really just depends on the lender. But it depends on the income of the property, especially if you're doing like 3 to 4 units, 5 and up with the commercial side of it. They don't necessarily look like you as the borrower. They look at the property itself and how much is it gonna make. So it really offsets the income portions. You need to bring a decent credit score to hard money, but you still have to have a pretty decent credit score when it comes to the conventional lending. The hard money, a lot of people qualify for hard money. It's just very easy to get. However, you're obviously paying a lot more in interest, and you are also paying a whole lot in fees if you don't do it correctly, okay? So making sure that your hard money is not so crazy with the fees and not so crazy with the interest rate. But it is hard money at the end of the day. They do give you usually typically 100% of the construction loan on it, so you don't have to worry about the construction cost of it. But once the construction is all said and done, they roll it into a conventional loan, and you will still have to qualify on the back end for the conventional loan. They do it all up front because they don't just give you the hard money and hope and pray that you're gonna be able to qualify for the conventional loan. They make sure the whole process is already taken care of, so they know by the time that they lend on it that you are going to be able to qualify for the entire thing. So that's really the lending portion. Once you have that, you get a contractor. The contractor will give you a bid. The bid has to go to the lender. That is why I got held up for a very long time in escrow, is because I didn't have a contractor. I've never done any construction in Texas. So I went through about 5 to 6 contractors because I am so skeptical on contractors. And then I found one that I really like. He is licensed, bonded, everything. He's amazing. We've been able to do this property in 60 days. It's amazing. It's amazing. Like I haven't seen that. And it's a full rehab. It's a really big rehab. It's basically redoing the entire property. So found a good contractor. The bid goes straight to the lender. You close on the property. You go through the whole title escrow. Typically they can close within 10 days if you're on top of it. And if it's your first one, I recommend making sure you go through the entire process. Usually that first one, it took me about 45 days to get through escrow because we had a really big hiccup with the contractor, because I've never done construction in Texas, like I said. So once you hit the construction, then you go and you actually go out and you begin construction. Once the construction is done, it immediately rolls into a conventional loan. At that point, you can't take money out because it hasn't hit the 6-month period. Once it hits the 6-month period, then you're able to go refinance the property. This is where it gets really cool, because you go and refinance the property. You don't have to sell it. You don't have to deal with the open market and the open buyers of all that jazz. You go and you refinance the property, you take the equity out. Most lenders lend 70 to 75% LTV. I've seen it where they even lend 80% depending on how the deal is and if it can cash flow you on the back end. So once you hit that for the 70 to 80% LTV, you go take the difference out. So maybe you're at a 50% LTV and then the lenders will lend to 70% LTV. You are able to take that difference in 6 months. And then what do you go do with the funds that you get? You go and reinvest it into another property and keep growing your portfolio. You get a tenant in there, the tenant will cash flow you on top of that. So now you have no money in the deal and the tenant is cash flowing you maybe $300, $400, $500 a month. It's not a crazy amount, but you have a asset that has 6 figures, at least in my case. It has 6 figures in equity when I go and sell it based off of the appraisal value when they first took it at the very beginning with the hard money. So now you have 6 figures of equity, you have a chunk of cash, and you have a tenant that's cash flowing you money. You win 3 times. And when you go and sell it, you're gonna get a whole nother chunk of change. So then you go take that money and you go reinvest it into another property and you keep it going. Then when you hit 10, 15 properties, you can go sell the entire thing and maybe get a multifamily. You just never know. But it's a quicker process than you flipping properties every single 6 months. Maybe you do 100 in a year. I've seen a lot of investors do that. With this strategy, I love the fact that you don't have to go out and continue to keep purchasing property. You still have the cash flow, you still got a chunk of change, and you have the asset still that is paying you on a monthly basis. Wow. It's just an amazing strategy. I love this strategy. Can you tell? It's very exciting for me. I will give you guys a full update on my property. If you want it, you can definitely comment down below if you guys want to see a full video of the property that I'm currently rehabbing. It's almost done, so comment fast, because if you don't, it's already gonna be already done and completed by the time this video goes live. So I'm super excited for that. So with that being said, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we will talk to you guys on the next one. Bye now.